Are you gonna say that?
I'm waiting
I don't
for
know.
you.
I don't know how to start. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name's Emily and we just got married. We just got married on Saturday and it is Wednesday. So we are actually on our honeymoon right now in Antigua. We're gonna film a little video based on like our viewpoint of the wedding day. Things that we thought went really well, things that we might have changed or whatever. I'm gonna say it all right here so that I remember, so that maybe you guys can take some things if you have a wedding coming up or whatever. Oh my gosh. There's freaking like lizards everywhere. Before I get started, I have to show you our view. You're gonna have to bear with me with the lighting too because it's like sunset and it's getting darker, so I'll probably have to keep adjusting. But look at this freaking view.
And this is from our room. Like, this is our room.
Yep.
We aren't in like a fancy part of the resort.
Right. Dude. Also, I just showered, so my hair is gonna be continuously blowing up as
Through this
video goes on.
We're just gonna take you through kind of our thoughts chronologically, starting with the rehearsal dinner, I guess, or not even the dinner, like the rehearsal itself, the rehearsal dinner, and then through the wedding day. Obviously, this would be way too long if we go through every little part, but just like the major highlights, what we liked, not even what we didn't like, because it was the freaking best. Everything was perfect, but I don't even know what the opposite of what we liked is. Pretty much just like all the
things
good stuff.
Things we might have changed or done differently.
AKA Nathan.
But literally, like, I know that everyone says like their wedding was the best day ever. But our wedding was the best day ever.
Yeah, it really was. It really was.
Literally everything that I've ever wanted came true, and then more.
Yeah.
And that just like makes us feel so blessed and
Totally. Exactly.
Ooh, all right. Basically, if you watched my last video with the like thoughts before the wedding, I was talking about how I was so scared that I was gonna be like the most nervous the day of, and how I just wanted to be like a freaking Zen bride and like chill or whatever. The night before, for the rehearsal dinner, our rehearsal went really well. Like we got to like run through the procession like 2 times and easy. It was great. And then we just had like a chill catered dinner at my house. And my mom like made like a really fancy like table setting or whatever, and it was gorgeous.
But it was perfect because her house is only, you could walk and be there within 5 minutes from the church. So that made more sense to just do it at her house. And the food was amazing. We just got like a catered Italian dinner. I keep saying this, like I kept saying this and I will keep saying this, but the bridal party that we chose, like her bridesmaids and my groomsmen, were just the best. Like everyone was great and amazing. Clearly that's why we chose them, but still. So it just made the whole like night, even the rehearsal and the rehearsal dinner, like so enjoyable. And it's cool that we kept saying that it's cool that her family gets to meet like my groomsmen that they normally wouldn't have like met really.
Right.
And vice versa.
Like the fact that like Kyle's friends were like talking with my dad and like cracking him up was like warming our hearts.
Exactly.
You know?
It's really cool.
To have like all your favorite people in one room and at one time was like the thing that kept blowing my mind throughout like the whole wedding weekend.
Totally.
So yeah, rehearsal was great. Then morning of, well, okay, yes, the night before I couldn't sleep at all. I was totally expecting that, but it was like worse than I imagined. Like I was real nervous the night before.
But I was telling her that it's not even like we were mentally nervous. It was kind of like your heart knows it. Yeah, so it's like my heart was just beating really fast, like for like hours, but it was still great.
That happened, and then decided to get ready at 2 different places. So I got ready at my house, he got ready at a hotel. I truly was Zen bride. Like, yes, I had like nervous butterflies, but it was not to the extent that I was expecting at all. I wasn't even nervous for walking down the aisle. That was like more of an excitement thing. But like during the ceremony, I like thought I was gonna pass out, so I like started to feel really nervous. But like other than that, I was really good throughout the whole day. I didn't pass out. We were joking that we were gonna be like the first bride and groom that like got married on stretchers.
In the morning, I was a little nervous just because I was like in my own head because there was nothing for me to do for an hour or two. So I was kind of just
the
like,
worst. You don't want to sit around.
exactly. I was just sitting around with my groomsmen and like we were trying to keep it light, but it was like we were eating breakfast and stuff. So I was like in my own head and I started to get like a little nervous. But by the time I started to get ready and actually, you know, do stuff, then I was totally fine too.
So yeah, what is that? Morning of, for me, my hairdressers came. They're the best girls ever. My hair looked amazing. The photographer came. He came in, started getting to work right away, and I love him to death. And he's so like personable, and like photographers to me are like the unspoken hero of the entire wedding day.
Totally.
Like
they just run shit.
Right. The things that he was like doing for me that like were not taking pictures was way too high.
Exactly. Oh, exactly.
And the same with the videographer. Like he's the best ever. Like you didn't even know he was there because he was so quiet. But like I'm so happy that we had both of those things, and we're so freaking excited to see like some previews.
The videographer showed up. He was like the nicest guy. My groomsmen are all clowns. They're like cracking stupid jokes and stuff, but like he's joking around with us, which it lightens the mood. It calms the nerves and stuff, and like taking the coolest shots of everything. We could have asked for better photographer or videographer at all. No way.
In my opinion, if you're gonna splurge on anything, the photographer and the videographer are extremely important.
That is definitely what we splurged on.
Right. if anything, you know, different things matter to different people. For us, it was like the memories. So
yeah.
Photo and video. Skip to the time that the bus picks us up.
Yep.
I get on the bus. I am so nervous by the time I'm like getting on the bus. We get to church. I'm like so freaking nervous that I'm like dry mouth for days. I'm like, someone feed me water, whatever. But once it was time to like line up and walk down the aisle, I was literally like jumping up and down. I was like, let's do this shit. Like I was so excited. So excited. And really, I thought that I would be like bawling my eyes out walking down the aisle, but seriously, like I think I was just so excited and like happy and like full of elation that I was just like, I had the biggest smile on my face, and I was just trying to like take it all in, and like I was like saying hi to people like as I walked down or whatever. And then I saw Kyle, and like he had definitely had tears in his eyes, and that was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole day.
So the groomsmen obviously have to get to the church before she does, so we were there, and we got there early too. I think we got there like 1, and she doesn't, like, the ceremony doesn't start until 2:30, so they just put me in like a back room, and I just sit there for like an hour and a half. But most of the time the groomsmen are there too, and the photographer came, so like she was snapping a bunch of pictures of us. She even brought us out back around the side of the church where there was like nice foliage and stuff, and I was taking some cool outdoor shots with the drone and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, really cool. They brought their drone. Yeah, it was insane.
Oh.
So they probably got awesome, and that like helped, you know, make the time go fast. Then, you know, the last like half an hour or so, I'm just in this back room waiting for them to like start, because then obviously Emily would be there. By then, I wasn't really nervous either. I was kind of just zenned out, like, because they just gave me like a chair to sit in the back room, and I was just like totally like peaceful and just at that point I was just more exciting. And that was also the first time, like, not to backtrack, but like where I saw my groomsmen in their suits. So to see like everyone dressed up and like me in my suit, like it just made us feel great because we all looked so nice.
They really did.
So yeah, so then the ceremony started, and all my, you know, groomsmen obviously helped walk people down the aisle, and I was just up front, obviously. So all the groomsmen and bridesmaids walked down the aisle, but the last one was Hannah, who was her sister, who's the maid of honor, but she was pushing a little, like, it wasn't even like a stroller. Like, what even
It's
was
like
it?
a strollerish thing.
Yeah, a tiny little stroller thing. With our new nephew, basically, who was at this time how old?
3 months.
The cutest thing with like a little sign that said, like, "Hey, Uncle Kyle, like, here comes your bride," or something like that, right?
Uncle Kyle, here comes your bride, and I painted it myself, and I
Yeah.
stained it myself, and I did it all myself.
Beautiful. So that like cracked me. So I'm obviously like emotional, not like crying yet at least, but um emotional and stuff. And then I saw that and that made me crack up. Like that was just amazing because I didn't even know that was gonna be a thing.
Right.
Like I wasn't expecting that at all. So that was awesome. That was really cute. I cried a bunch the whole day. I'm not gonna lie, but that was probably the second. So the first time I cried a little bit was in the morning when we had read each other's notes that we wrote to each other because her note was great. So that, and I'm like emotional as it is. I'm like in my feels all day.
We were.
So that was great. The photographer got good shots of that too and stuff. But yeah, obviously once the doors opened and I saw her, it like triggered me. But it's funny because her church is really long. So I can't even like make out the details of her yet, but it was almost like just the thought that it was happening because I knew that was her made me like instantly start tearing up and stuff. I wasn't like straight bawling, but definitely started like crying basically. And then as she got closer, then I could like really see her, and that was just amazing, just totally overwhelming, but in a good way. And then by the time she got up, I was just so happy. Like by the time she got up to me, I was just so happy. It was awesome. That was like the best moment of the whole day.
Yeah, once we got through the ceremony part, we all walked outside and like people blew bubbles and whatever, and that was really fun.
Yeah, oh, that was awesome.
And then we got on the party bus and we went to the venue. It was like a 45-minute drive, but we had the bus equipped with White Claws, which is one thing that I think that everybody should do.
Totally.
Even if you have a short ride. It's funny, I had my best friend like buy and pack snacks for us. Snacks and White Claws and waters, but we freaking forgot the snacks, so we were all like freaking tipsy AF by the time we got to the venue. But like me and Kyle and the bridal party, we had to take all these pictures still, so actually it probably helped us because we had to stand outside and it was freaking freezing.
Yeah.
But that happened, so I would suggest bringing snacks for sure.
Also, because of the nerves, both of our mouths were like dry.
Literally, I thought I had dry mouth the entire day.
Exactly. So
Terrible.
the White Claws, like, even though it's not the best for like hydration, like, it definitely was just amazing. Yeah. So that was great for the bus ride, and we were making the bus driver like play music and stuff. We were like bumping through.
The bus ride
the
was
Bluetooth.
so fun.
So that was great to kind of like get us ready for the reception.
And then basically Kyle and I took like a whole bunch of pictures. Missed all the cocktail hour, but that was fine because they packed us up some food so that we could still eat.
Again, our photographers are just amazing. Like we were taking the coolest shots, so we'd think it'd be a normal picture, and then they would like show it to us like a little preview, and it'd blow our minds. Like it's way better than we would have thought, based on like how they lit things or whatever. Focused, it's just incredible. So we're so hyped for the videos and the photos to come in.
So then we get to the venue. It's introductions time. That was so dang fun.
Oh, so fun. That's what we had obviously chosen all the great songs that we wanted for that, and our intro was amazing. Obviously, it feels so good to walk in and everyone's like cheering and stuff. You know what I mean?
It almost felt like a freaking like dream. Like I couldn't even like process the fact that it was happening.
Exactly.
And like I couldn't even like actually like hear them cheering for us because I was so like
blacked out
of body experience. Like I swear to God.
Totally.
And it's like something that you've thought about a million times. Like Kyle and I literally practiced our intro, just like freaking walking out there,
Which
like
is stupid,
yeah.
Yeah.
But like to actually be doing it is wackadoo.
Yeah.
Whack. Same thing with our first dance. I I promised him that I was gonna sing him the entire song, and then the DJ made fun of me. Did you hear that? He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, actually, that was Emily singing that song, not Carrie
Oh,
Underwood."
that's so funny.
Like, but
That was a dream. Like
it literally was.
At that point, we were so just happy to be with each other and like in love that like that whole moment was just incredible. Like the first dance was just so emotional, and like I didn't even know anyone else was in the room, right?
No.
Because he was just like we were just focused in on each other,
Yeah.
and it was just the best.
And Kyle was really cute. He was like, "I've been waiting for this for so long."
Yeah, seriously.
Like, stop, you're friggin' adorable.
It triggered me when we first started, but then but then I was happy.
Yeah, he was totally like crying more than I was the whole day, and I don't know how that's possible.
100%.
Because I cry on a daily basis, and he never does. So
Yeah.
that was funny. And we got to sit down and eat and listen to everybody's speeches.
Oh, all 3 speeches. So her dad gave a speech, then my brother, aka best man, and then her sister, aka maid of honor, gave the speeches. All 3 had me dying, like in laughter and
In tears.
in tears. Like
Yeah, that
fantastic.
was one of the other highlights of the night for
oh
me.
yeah, all the speeches are so great.
And then we got to eat some dinner. We went with barbecue, and it was so delicious.
Oh, the
and
food was so great.
everyone was saying to us how good it was and like how different it was, and they were so happy that we did it and whatever.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Sweet Lucy's I Love You. And then we did Kyle's dance with his mom, which we surprised her.
Yes, I did. Her favorite
Musical?
musical of all time is Sound of Music. She watches that all the time. She loves it, all the music. So I surprised her with the song from there. But it was a cover that we found on YouTube that was like really like
Good
a
quality.
beautiful like
It's
acoustic.
Edelweiss.
Yeah,
For
beautiful.
any of y'all who know.
Beautiful acoustic like cover that we had done, and it was just amazing. I was nervous because obviously as a surprise I was like, oh, like maybe she was like, oh, but this isn't meant for a mother son or something like that. But no, she died instantly. Like once it started playing, she was crying. She was like, this is the best song ever, like immediately. And
I knew it.
She could have been like in her feels, which I'm sure she was, but still she loved it. So I was like half crying during it and all that. It was that was great.
Then I did my choreographed dance with my dad to You've Got a Friend in Me, and then into Let's Get Loud by J-Lo. Another freaking highlight. That was so
Obviously.
fun. So fun.
Her choreograph with her dad was insane. That was like the highlight, especially because a lot of people didn't know. Like only like the immediate family
Right, I didn't want to tell people I was doing it.
knew to even like expect that. So like especially my families, like minds were blown because
I blew everyone's
they were expecting like
mind.
a normal, and they started doing like a whole routine.
Literally, like, his family was coming up to me like, that was the best thing ever!
Which is
They
amazing.
loved it.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah. So basically, that was like the end of the formalities, except for the freaking cake cutting. We did cake cutting. By the way, the cake blew my mind
Yes, me too.
in multiple ways. And not only was it freaking delicious, but it was bigger and more beautiful than I ever could have imagined.
Yep.
And I will use that bakery again and again till the day I die. Like, I was obsessed
Yes.
with the way it looked.
We went to a small like local place, and she was just like this cute lady who like just loves to bake. Like that's her
Right,
whole thing.
right.
She doesn't even like care about the whole business part.
Right, right.
And so she kind of just custom made whatever we wanted. We just brainstormed like flavors that we liked, and she just came up with something. Like there was nothing formal about it. And we told her like a design that we liked, or like an aesthetic
Right.
that we liked, and she kind of was like, yeah, I could do that. And she explained it to us. So we didn't even know what to
What it was
expect.
gonna look like or
Blew our
anything.
minds. Blew our minds. That was incredible.
Same with the flowers. I had showed her pictures, but like I really didn't know what I was gonna be getting.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Yep.
Everything that day was freaking gorgeous. Everyone looked gorgeous. like everyone's heart was like bursting. Like
Yes,
I don't even
everyone.
know.
It feels so great now. I'm like introverted and I hate being like the center of attention. But like this was so different because it was. I don't want to say like good attention,
It was good attention.
but it was, yeah. But it was like different. Like everyone just like told us how much they loved us like the whole day, right?
They were talking about like how much they could see that we were so in love.
Exactly,
And, like,
exactly.
I think that got everyone else in their feels. Like to me, like
Yeah.
everyone there was like so happy.
Exactly. Like guests at the wedding would come up to us and like give us a whole spiel about how much they loved us and it was the best day ever and like all this
Best
stuff.
wedding
Like,
ever.
so that just made us feel amazing and just like the whole day, your emotions are high and you're in your feels and just like love is just like everywhere. Like it was amazing, right? Any cons? Honestly, like it was cold, so like the pictures outside because we chose
Yeah.
November. The pictures outside, we were shivering.
We did do some pictures in the rain though. At the end of the night.
Yes, it started raining towards the end of the night. The photographer pulled us outside with an umbrella, and again, this was one of the things we're like, all right, like.
It's probably cool, but okay.
Like it's probably cool, like just get some shots. No, he did some crazy shit and like lighting up the raindrops behind us while we're like under the umbrella.
So it looked like we're like
unreal.
underneath the stars or something. It's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
nuts.
The one thing that happened was that my dress got so dirty at the bottom because like, as soon as I went
Oh, yeah.
outside, it was like muddy and gross. But the pictures are going to be worth it.
The pictures are
So
worth
I
it.
don't care.
The day was
When
perfect.
am I going to wear the dress again, you know?
Yeah, the guests were amazing. Everyone loved it. Our bridal party, beyond amazing. Like, we would just tell them to do things for us, and they would. No questions asked. Like, it's cool to just have people, like, happily do stuff for you.
And they're constantly asking you all day, like, can I get you anything? What do you need? I'm like, geez,
Exactly,
am
exactly.
I royalty?
So it really takes, like, the stress out of thing, and, like, there are times we just sat back and just observed the room, and it's just like we're so thankful for everything and the whole day and each other.
That's I think our one like biggest piece of advice
Yeah.
that I could give to you is like some advice that I've gotten from other people is like just to like sit there and take it all in.
Yeah, don't get caught up in like, oh, like is this person liking this food? Like who cares? Like it's your day. You have to enjoy your day. Don't worry about anything else than just enjoying yourself and making the most of it. Really.
Yeah.
So yes, best day ever. And now we're
Alright.
here in Antigua.
We're gonna go off to our fancy dinner. Thank you guys for watching if you stayed around for the whole thing. Please like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye bye.